कृपया ध्यान दीजिए, the language used on the podcast may not be fit for consumption. We warn you, tread carefully. But listen, yaar, don't be so conservative. Hey! Sorry, the fans outside going mad. You guys, thanks a lot. No. Yeah. Keep the girls away from me. I don't need. Please stop it. They touch and all that. By the way, it happened in the Lit Fest in Kasoli again. Yeah.
You were mobbed?
Not mobbed. It's not about the mob. It's when ladies come and take selfies and their chest touches your chest. And then you don't know what to do. It happens to me all the time.
Yeah. It's because you have a broad chest.
No, Baba, you discuss it happened to you also.
I do get touched.
No,
it's very
I
embarrassing.
think this is not a touch. This is like it happens and you don't know.
Why don't you take a step backwards?
I'm pretty big chested myself, so I don't know, maybe she's thinking the same thing.
But you know how they say, like, mile boob tera hamara, to boob bane hamara.
That's exactly what they say to me every day. Thanks a lot, Navin. Welcome to the show.
Usually, like, whenever someone sticks to me, I take a step back. But then you know what happens is by the third photo, now you're touching the back of the wall of the stage. There's no further to go back.
I think that's being mean to them. See, I want to be loved. So I can't do that much.
Love me, but from a distance.
So I'm being molested and I'm saying, okay, fine, if that's the culture. It's like that.
That's not the culture. I don't know.
It might be the culture. Who knows?
You know, Kush, like the guy from Tarak Mehta?
Goli.
I
know one guy who dabbles in dog technology.
And this guy, he gets pinched in the show a lot. So his fans, whenever they see him, they fucking pinch him, dude.
Is he fat?
Yeah.
Oh, that's an Indian thing,
That's
fat guys. Kunal just get pinched all the time. Even now, in fact. Passerbys just, I don't know what they do. You got big cheeks, so people just feel they have to grab them for some reason.
And
I
hurts a
don't know.
lot. People
You get
don't
that?
know.
You just get that? I just get a little bit of that. But
even on my set, like 2 days ago, some girl is like, and I'm like, bro.
And also your face cheeks sometimes.
This porn ad has ruined it. Yeah, face cheeks,
Stop
butt
it.
cheeks, tit cheeks.
Don't go back. Don't go back.
This actually happened to me in Goa once after
What's
a show.
a tit cheek?
Let
me do the straight
the
jokes.
side of the
Let me do the straight
The
jokes.
side of your...
You're just breaking my market.
Is this side. Is this part of your
There you
tit.
go. There you
I
go.
can even do it for my own.
There you go.
But in Goa.
By the way, guys, Navin has got fever and he's come to the show.
I don't have fever. I just woke up with a little bit of a sniffle, so it's okay.
It's okay.
I think it's fever.
It's a weather change.
I think he's sick.
I think we all deserve to give each other some disease.
I think this is
I'm
definitely
excited you're joining
You
us
didn't
on the
mention
last
this-
episode. It's
Yeah.
truly... It's
And by
truly
last
a
episode,
privilege.
it's not that we want you to go. It's just that, what can we do?
Someone else wants you
Higher
to go.
calling.
I look like Diljit Dosanjh in a hoodie now.
Yeah. Shreyas, are you the boss of the show?
Akash
No, Aakash.
Oh,
Aakash
thank
is.
God.
I'm the host of the
You're
show
the
today.
boss. You're the host.
You're the seed.
The mentions will be there in the phone. don't worry.
Sparsh, this is Sparsh's response. What the
One
fuck?
sec,
Which
one
one
sec.
is it?
He's not a morning person. Can I just tell you, before we start the show, informally, Sparsh came to my house yesterday to shoot something with the dogs, etc. Because HUFT, thank you for being a sponsor, and Volvo XC40 Recharge as well.
Thank you.
Okay.
You should have said that. You should have said
Thank
that. You're the
you.
host. So anyway, he came and he was there and he shot something, and about half an hour he left. And my mom said there are 2 silver plates missing. There's 1 bell that's gone, and not saying anything.
I don't blame him for taking the bell. He's a musician.
Yeah.
It'll help him somehow.
I think he just wants to. Yeah, exactly. He gets lost. We find him.
Yeah.
Sparsh, where are you? Ganta.
Okay, today let's start off with the HUFT Pet Tales. The heads up for tails pet story today. Last time I was on, if you remember, Cyrus, Ayushi, you and me were discussing how dogs used to smell out prostate cancer.
Yeah.
So this is a story
Or
similar to that.
Or just like your ass. One of the two. Yeah.
In January of this year, 2022, it was being reported that a number of countries were trying to get dogs to see if the dogs can sniff COVID-19 on people.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and the process is called biodetection, right? Because dogs have an extremely great olfactory system in place, which is like they can like map out a place with the smell.
Your
Like, they can
Pomeranian toffee can smell 4,700 times better than you can.
Yeah,
Wow.
So if you let out wind, for example, imagine what he goes through.
yeah. But like he doesn't mind also because he eats his own shit.
It depends.
So,
It depends.
like,
But hey, everybody likes their own. Please
Yeah.
understand that. The science behind that. Navin will tell you. Navin, somebody called you something in the chat. The guy Hiroshi Nakamoto, the Bitcoin creator.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Oh, he's big, man. The pioneer of the once great Bitcoin.
Yeah, Dogecoin.
If you can just find a picture. Sorry, Akash,
Yeah.
we'll get back. Huh?
Yeah, but here's what's most fascinating, okay? The Dubai police have even set up a special unit of 38 sniffer dogs, okay? And these dogs can sniff COVID-19 basis the sweat of a person with 92% accuracy, dude.
Really?
What did
Pasina sung ke, bro.
how did you detect?
So they lock you
bark
up.
twice.
You're one of the 8%.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
I'm sure
terrible.
they have, like,
You're
a-
just a sweaty guy. Man, I'm fine.
Aren't you glad dogs don't get COVID? Then they would be so sad.
But they may have had these rumors all the time. Na? Every 6 months they came up with a rumor during the terrible pandemic, and all the dogs were abandoned, cats were abandoned. Then somebody said 3 lions in.
If they had just
Gujarat.
kept the dog could have told them when they got COVID.
Yeah.
The
That's all
dog
they
told them
had
he
to do.
doesn't have COVID, but they won't listen to dogs anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Navin, tell us what's going on with you. Your eyes are looking a little weak, and I'm a little worried.
Yeah,
You had a
but-
long night, apparently.
I came back from a shoot at 3, so
Yeah.
I have hardly
You
any
killed a
sleep.
guy? Supari?
I shoot out. No, yeah.
Shoot out means the guy shot back. Shoot is when you just shoot the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And day before, I was in Alibag for a very rich people party, which was really nice.
You almost say it
private
with
party.
anger. You see the anger in his voice, no?
Yeah.
Rich
Very
people in
randy. He goes and
Alibag.
gets paid for that, and then he goes and abuses the rich people in Alibag.
But I had so much observation, which Aakash
Alibag
and
में सिर्फ rich है और poor है. बीच में कोई नहीं है.
Yeah.
So what were you doing at the party? Was it party party?
I was the host.
Stand up.
So there was roast, there was stand up, there was an awards night.
Oh wow.
Like this guy was very obsessed with himself.
Yeah.
So
Who's this guy? You can't say the name.
I can't say the name.
But like from which industry?
From I think mineral industry, like they mine magnesium and
This is
shit.
where all the money is. We never hear of
Yeah,
these
yeah,
industries. The
yeah.
guy's super rich.
Unke-
Navin को बुलाओ.
unke-
Navin, abuse my chacha.
Office में रेती भर के रखा एक jar में. They're like, this is how we got money. I'm like, okay, cool. But yeah, it was nice. It was decent money.
You know, if you guys, Aakash may know this, when you go to Daman and these kind of places by train, and you suddenly find these guys who are multimillionaires,
Yeah.
speaking in chase Gujarati and
Yeah,
all
yeah,
that,
yeah.
but badly dressed, boss, badly dressed, but
Yeah.
gold Rolex. There's one little touch is there somewhere, a gold chain.
Yeah.
pure
You don't need
10,000
fashion if you're
carats.
rich enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if
They
you're that
disregard
rich.
fashion. They don't give a fuck. It's a sign of really being rich. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that's what. No?
Yeah.
Like when
It's
we were
like,
leaving, they were like,
like
come
Navi-
to the jetty, and I'm like, okay, like a
They
garib
want to push you
Nawaz.
in.
All these years I've been going to the the gateway, and then you go
Oh,
to the
they
back.
took you to the special one where
The
you take a
speedboat.
motorboat.
Yeah.
You've never taken a speedboat?
Okay.
How garib are you, yaar?
How are you judgmental when I was just judging rich people for being rich and you're judging me for being poor right now?
Boss, you're really poor.
I'm really poor, yeah.
But I thought it's an act.
I must have
Not
taken the
everyone
ferry
is.
thrice in my
Not
entire
everyone
life.
is like Shreyas, okay? Just hiding wealth
Yeah.
with bad ear, nose ring.
She has this fake empathy with Naveen all the time.
No, like, this is the rich
I've
person
never seen the
attitude.
motorboat.
Like, oh, you've never taken a
Call
speedboat.
dad, hide boat.
Oh, you've never done a pump of cocaine. What else? Have you never let your wife have somebody
Hey,
else
bro,
fuck her?
I'm getting worried. You're like this leftist comedian who works in this capitalist world. So you take all their money because you hate them
Really, I
more.
need the money.
And the
I
more
don't think-
success you have, the
yeah,
more
I
he
don't think
hates
Naveen
them.
is leftist
I'm
by
not-
any measure.
by any measure,
He
I'm
loves
leftist.
capitalism.
Yeah, I'm a liberal, right-wing, hateful cunt.
Liberal, right?
That's how I
Yeah.
define myself.
I'm Jewish Arab, so I'm okay.
Great.
I have very low regard for human life. I've made it very clear over time, and fans of Cyrus Says have analyzed my behavior and made me realize who I am. That's why I'm thankful
My
to you
thing about
guys.
you is out of all the guys on the podcast, he's the one who's gone for me. When he was a producer, he was a shant guy.
Right.
Maybe I didn't see that side to him.
Yeah.
IIT we did a show and also
No, I
he
was more
so well
reserved
behaved.
before. Yeah.
Was it that?
Yeah.
And then I've seen him grow to angry young man.
Yeah.
Funny angry young man because that's
Right.
his thing.
No, he was always that guy. He was just like shrouded in layer of you not knowing him well enough.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
fat
minute you
And then I
get to
came
know
to
him.
my full potential.
Yeah.
Fat
You
anger.
don't know Sparsh yet. You just wait. You meet him outside work. It's gonna blow your
Yeah.
mind.
Why do you think his hair is like that?
Sparsh,
today?
I'm very
Yeah,
fond of.
Sparsh
I'll
was the
tell you why.
speedboat.
He was
Sparsh-
sleeping on several female bodies overnight.
That's true. But
was-
but they were
Ah.
that's okay because they
Ah,
don't
you
know you
missed
were
it.
there.
Yeah.
It's very light, man. By the way, Rishi's walked out of the show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Our engineer just walked out.
Sound engineer's gone.
Disgusted completely.
Jinx don't give no
Yeah,
fucks.
Yeah.
Huh.
So we don't have an engineer. The show will be great now.
Yeah. Do you want to do a topic?
Please, you're in charge.
By the way, you know what? I just want to make one
yes.
observation.
What is it?
I don't know what has happened. Everyone keeps coming here plugging their own podcast. I feel like your podcast has lost its
Lost
essence.
It. Lost it.
Ev-
My
it's-
podcast
everyone's
is to
just
plug
using
other
this to-
podcasts.
Yeah.
We have now
I
got a
think the
theme.
solution is
Yeah.
give Shreyas a podcast so he stops all this
Yeah.
nonsense.
We have.
Yes,
we
I
have
can't
a
take
podcast
no, I'll
already,
tell you why.
brother.
There's a reason why we can't give you a podcast. You won't turn up. Because twice you're supposed to be here and you don't take the phone. Which I can't understand,
What
bro.
did you have? You had
I had
malaria?
malaria.
Oh,
I had
shit.
One of you
malaria.
boys was any of you on when you bunked the last time?
No.
Because he just didn't take the phone.
He had malaria.
I was dying.
But 1 week later you found out
Listen.
you had malaria.
No.
That day you
Yes,
didn't
we're
know.
all dying.
No.
Okay,
no.
some of
Malaria
us faster
is
than
not a
others,
death
but we're
sentence,
all
I think.
dying.
Ask him, boss, kaisa ho gaya?
Kya?
He eats his own restaurant food. This
Oh,
is
I
the
thought you
problem.
want to say shit. Like a
Yeah,
dog.
well, I don't want to, if you want to draw. You have to-
But I, for one, love his restaurant food. Like the
Have you been?
Yeah, the one in
In
Nagpur,
Nagpur?
right? Yeah, of course.
What do you say?
It's the best food in Nagpur.
Yeah.
By a mile, by a mile.
Will Abbas be allowed?
Yeah.
He's allowed.
Yeah.
He's
After
very
the
much
mile is a
allowed. He's
better
welcome.
restaurant.
He's welcome.
That's
with
only
open arms.
Navratri, bro.
people listening.
But you know, my
it's all love.
I've told you about my record making uncle, right? He made another record of
Yeah.
making.
Yeah.
Tell that he doesn't know.
I know him before you. Wow. Okay.
Wow, touchy
Wow.
bitch.
Yeah.
Kya baat hai? I told you
We have
he's
worked
angry.
on
Now he's
shit
angry
together.
about the information.
Yeah.
he shares.
Yeah, you used to smoke
Okay,
me
you're
up.
the pop.
In all my days, I've never heard Cyrus call Navin a bitch.
He has.
He has.
That's why he was like, oh, he was reserved because you could call me bitch and get away with it before.
I never.
But not anymore.
Never when you were walking. Never. You were so sweet. How can I call you anything?
Yeah.
You were like a PR guy. And now you have become Kim Jong
I'm
Un.
an HR guy.
Kim Jong Un with a pink sweater. So
Yeah.
you got that touch.
But he made the record
It's
for
lavender.
Sorry.
the most number.
Getting back to your story.
That's fine.
Sorry about that.
Everyone's plugging their own shit, so I'm just plugging my
Plug,
family.
plug,
What
cha,
is
cha,
that? What is
cha,
that?
cha,
What is
cha,
that?
cha. Huh.
Plug your shit.
What are you doing? You
Is
said
it
plug
running?
in. Plug
He's eating his own shit again. He's just going down.
He made the most chiuda ever made. So 3,000 kilos of.
So you think the
chiuda.
chicks like this? When this comes up
Oh,
flashing?
fuck yes. Chuda is like
On
I
his
the,
think
Insta?
so. I think so. The
Highest
chicks
chiuda
love
ever
chiuda.
made.
Yeah,
Chuda
yeah,
is the
yeah.
backbone of the
18.6
Indian
kilos.
central belt.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, who wants the bench press
Oh,
record?
this
or
is a
something
great.
like that?
Girish is asking the right question, Cyrus. He's saying, so Shreyas, how many kgs of chevda from the record did you bring to the IVM studio?
That's a very
That's
good
what
question.
we need to know.
That's a
Answer the
very good
question.
question.
That's
the
all of it
question.
Yeah.
edible though.
And Grim Fandango is saying, I'm on my way to Nagpur after hearing this via Frankfurt.
Wow.
I mean, that's respect.
That's
Come through.
respect.
Yeah.
Come
But
through.
don't mention you came from Frankfurt in Nagpur. They'll think you are a meat eater.
The thing
You know,
that
when you
you're
go to
so close to a
Aurangabad-
Frankfurter and you want to come back and eat. Chiuda.
Aurangabad has all these miniature 3D models of famous world monuments. You know,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Taj
yeah.
Mahal, they have London Bridge and all. The first time I saw it, I was thinking why. Then I realized that's the only way most of them will see those things in 3 dimensions.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
China have a city which has copied Paris completely.
Is it?
Yeah,
I thought
so
that's
they
Nevada.
they just yeah, that too. They just went and designed the whole thing exactly the same,
Wow.
except there's no French accent. You know, there's no parlez-vous français. It's more like yeah,
Yeah.
it's totally different.
I was coming here in the rickshaw.
Both those
Unnecessary.
accents were
Raise your
wrong,
hand.
so I think
Raise your
it's
hand.
both those accents were wrong, so it's fine. It's
Oh.
fine.
You don't
Not-
turn up. First you turn up for a whole season, then you point fingers.
leave the accents to Antariksh
really.
only, I say.
Antariksh,
But
yeah.
I don't know why we are all obsessed.
Abbas is the best, huh?
Ah.
Akash, Abbas is the best.
I don't know why
Silvery
we are all
second.
Silvery second.
Yeah,
Abbas
Silvery
has
is
a
also
Russian
good.
accent. That's all he
But
has.
Abbas is one or two he's nailed, and I die laughing.
Yeah.
The Russian is probably somewhere from Kazakhstan or something, but it's hilarious.
Because there's no better person to do a Russian voice than Abbas. Like he's very much.
So now you want to find an insult to the compliment. Let's go. He's a fat, ugly man,
Let's
and we
go.
hate the accent.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Also, when you don't have anything else to say, when you have an accent that like
Oh,
sort
you
of
jealous
changes it, you know.
bastards. Abbas, take down notes to this. These two guys tearing
Yeah.
you
I
apart.
just write jokes. You know what I'm saying?
I respect Akash. He's only laughing. He doesn't care. Yeah.
But I have realized that all the French accent I have learned is from French porn. So it's very,
That
very
makes
bad.
sense.
So it's
That
all like
makes
oui,
sense.
oui, 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 oui,
Oui, mon papa.
oui, mon chéri.
Incest?
I'm just assuming that's
Yeah,
what-
okay, okay. Papa is a popular name
अरे
in
डैडी
Paris.
नहीं बोलेगा ना तो पापा बोलेगा ना फ्रेंच में.
Oui, Pepe
Papa?
Le Pew.
I can do 2 sentences in French. I can
Bolo,
do
bolo,
je
bolo.
voudrais un omelette du fromage. That's
Yeah.
it.
That's from that Dexter
No,
episode.
Dexter
Yeah.
only says omelette du fromage. I added the je voudrais.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey, his
so-
wife's Bengali. They speak 5 languages.
Yeah.
I know,
None of them
voulez-vous
properly.
coucher avec moi?
Especially Bengali.
Okay, first news item. Chalo.
Okay.
This comes out of
One
the...
sec, but this guy's taking his clothes off now in the middle. This is not that kind of show.
No,
brother.
now he's warming up. No,
gets
now
worse.
it's
Ah,
the...
so you weren't unwell. You were just wanting attention.
I was still in my coffin. Let's say that.
I feel you did the same thing in the last 2 weeks. I completely get it.
Yeah, I have malaria now.
As a Parsi, I have to always check Paris spelling twice. Says
I
Hemisha.
agree.
You agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
As a Parsi?
I make jokes about Parsis a lot, that's why. I said that hobbits have the same surname schematics as Parsis. Like how their soda bottle opener wala is like brandy foot. So I was like,
Okay, this first item comes out of the land, the cultural center of the world, South Korea. So I don't know if you know this, but there is a
Behind the
band
scenes.
called BTS. Cyrus, do you know what BTS is?
Behind the scenes.
Of course it
You
is.
got it.
And
Rishi,
this
thanks,
band
huh?
is...
Thanks for that.
It's a very popular boy band that's not
Mom.
blue or all right.
Me daughter follows it, my lord.
Yeah, okay, then you know how it is.
Yeah.
You know the love sign that they do? You know,
I,
do this,
I
yeah.
don't follow it. I just
Yeah.
their names are all
I'm told
Jungsuk,
about it. Yeah.
Mangsuk.
They also speak a little English. There was
Pak
some-
Suk.
Yeah. Park
Sab,
Jin-ho.
sab sukhi hai basically.
One second,
Dukhi koi nahi.
he's turning himself on. It's sook, not suck. Calm down. Huh.
No, it's,
Yeah.
I said Suk
So
only.
it turns out in,
Well, Suk
in
suck.
Korea, in Korea you have to do military service. Okay, you
Yeah.
have to go to the military at some point. It's
So you
mandatory.
can kill the North Korean.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
in case the North Koreans come to kill you, is more like it.
Yeah, yeah.
And the boys
So they
in
only kill
BTS
people who look like themselves. So you go there, nobody shoots you. It's like, hey, not him.
and BTS people have not gone to the army service because they're freaking BTS people.
They have their own army.
They avoided.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
have
the
their own
fans, the
army.
fans are
They
called
did a
BTS
Muhammad
army.
Ali.
Yeah.
Oh.
So after a long
No,
national
Muhammad Ali actually
debate,
did not go. They are going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're now being forced to go.
No,
they're not
voluntarily.
being forced. They're volunteering. They're going
Yeah.
They
one
were
at a
avoiding
time.
it. I know BTS really well, bro.
Ah.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Suk brothers, I just explained the whole thing
They
to you.
were in
Yeah.
Lit Festival
Yeah,
with
pay
you.
attention to the podcast. Kasoli is where they come
Kasolis,
from.
yeah.
South Korea. Right there, Seoul, Kasoli.
But here's the interesting thing is as they turn 30, they'll keep going. And a lot of them are young, na? They're
Oh, they're
95 to
different
97
ages.
wale. So they are not 38, so they're not going. But the band will get disintegrated now and will reform in 2025.
Or will they replace one guy, like the drummer goes and then whatever?
No, so one guy will go and come as and when the time
May not
Yeah,
come
there'll be a
back.
young Suk with an old
If you
Suk
get
gone
shot,
away.
you get shot.
Yeah,
you know.
2
That's
years
true.
you have to do.
Was horrible.
2 years you
Yeah.
have to do.
Which, if
You think we could manage it, our comedians?
shooting a BTS?
No,
band?
2 years of draft.
I think we
I mean,
should have
Kamra
it
tried
though.
that with the Congress.
But you know, I was looking up.
Kamra might be the president of the Congress.
We
By
never
Wednesday, we'll
know.
find out.
I was
Yeah.
looking up things that people do to get out of this compulsory military service, and one thing was
Is
that
it palmistry?
no, I wish. They haven't. They are not that advanced yet. Science hasn't reached that level
That's to
yet.
get out of the restaurant business.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or because he doesn't have a lover.
But-
Palmistry.
True. So 10-12 people, 10-12 musicians 3 years ago were arrested because they
For bad musicians.
they just made themselves fatter so that they could be deemed unhealthy.
Unfit.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Let's see, Kailash Khair. Let's just go to the list. Who qualified?
The Lair Mehndi.
Al-
But
Altaf
what would you
Raju.
rather do? Would you rather change the shape of your body and become fat, or do compulsory military service?
See, my problem with compulsory military service is, and because I shot in Khadakwasla in 1997 or something, so I shot for 4 days, so I've seen that. They don't get non-veg food. They get it like twice in 14 meals. I was like,
Oh.
you want me to die for the country? I have to eat this grass all the time.
Yeah.
So that was a big issue with me.
You first die
Right.
inside, then you die on the
And that's why I
battlefield.
won the pull-up competition against all the young officers who today
Yeah.
will be probably majors and colonels.
Wow.
23 friggin'
Clearly,
pull-ups.
clearly.
Go Parsis, Hamisha!
Who won
We
that
won!
round?
Yeah.
Who won that
Yeah.
round? The major
But
or
can I tell
the...
you, it was not fair.
have
Against me
cheap
were all these
whiskey.
guys who had just come in for the first 2 months, missing home, crying, upset, defeated. Because they get defeated and then they become really tough.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how it
You got to
works.
break them down before you
actually
build them
do that.
up.
They
Yeah.
break the spirit and then bring them up.
Yeah.
And they were really sad faces and all that.
Yeah.
So the last thing they wanted to do after marching all day and drilling and this and that,
Yeah.
and they're up from like 5 in the morning, was to do pull-ups with some, guy who's having a great time staying in a 5-star hotel
Yeah.
with 7 people. Thinking about lunch ke liye kya karenge hum log. It was superb.
But I feel like one thing, like I agree with this idea though. Like in India, we should have compulsory either military, civil service, foreign service,
Police
like whatever
service I
the
want to do because I want to change that VIP
Yeah.
culture.
Like
I
all
want
of
to be a
them, you should do
policeman.
2 years of it because when the
2 years both hai
military,
bhai.
if everybody does 2 years of something, then
I
the
was-
next
I
day.
was thinking 2 weekends.
No man, then what happens is that then you're aware of the system. You're not. It's no
Yeah.
longer this mysterious fucking
I
cogs
agree.
that are spinning. You know
Discipline
what I
I
is
mean,
mean?
you'll do 2
important.
years in the
Yeah.
army.
I will do, gladly.
Yeah.
Will they take me though?
Men in uniform, beta.
They won't
Yeah,
take
fuck
me.
yes. Oh shit.
I am glad
It's
for
really-
you.
it's
Can you
all good.
imagine the major gets angry and smacks him. He says, one more time.
One more time, daddy. Daddy major.
Daddy
Colonel
major mat
Sahab.
bolo, huh? You can-
Oh fuck yes! Like whenever I go to these
Court-martial.
cantonment areas, no, oh man, these army daddies are so hot. When they wear that, what do you call that thing? I don't even know what you call that thing. Muffler? No,
I
Muffler.
know
no,
The
it's
muffler
a
is
scarf.
Suicide
Are you talking
vest?
the scarf. The scarf.
There's also a muffler
No,
in the car.
There's a shirt. They wear a blazer with a patch and everything, and then
There's a
The
scarf.
cravat.
cravat.
Yeah, yeah,
Cravat.
yeah.
Cravat. वो आता है क्या?
Oh.
Gujarati minus
scarf.
scarf. हाँ, चल.
Scarf.
भावनाओं को समझो ना.
Cravat. हाँ, correct. They have that, and it's already like too sexy.
But that's what they want to take away from the military. If you go back to that story,
Yeah.
the desifying the military, this all will go because this is what our officers in the entire subcontinent, India, Pakistan are very similar in that sense.
Yeah.
They have this. They dress up really well.
Yeah,
very.
yeah,
Have you gone for any?
But
of
that's
the
the army
functions?
thing, right?
The army
You're
thing.
crisp like all the time. You know, I when I was in Kerala, I had seen the Naval Museum, and there was this amazing thing, dude. So India and Pakistan, the army when they separated and the navy when they separated, they had like imagine the mixture of feelings they would have felt
Yeah.
because you served with this person throughout, and now suddenly you're
Arey,
like, oh
forget
shit, I might
that,
have to
Aakash.
meet you in the battlefield.
As an Indian
Yeah.
who separated from Pakistan, I was being like, can I have your food? I mean, that's the first thing you're like, come back here. It's 2 non-veg meals. The rest of the time, it's like
them
halwa.
they bring chicken,
Halwa.
they're throwing mutton back. It's like,
I remember one cadet telling me, "Aaj to halwa hai." That was like the great thing, He was so happy, and I was thinking, wow, what a life.
yeah.
It's damn hard, Aakash. It's not
It's-
easy. I tell
So
you
your
right
issue
now.
is food. If you had
Food is huge.
non-vegetarian food, then you'll.
When we were under pressure to go to a jail in Chennai, the biggest worry was that it'll be veg. Because you're
Wait,
stuck. You don't know how many days.
You were going to be jailed.
There was a case, Kunal being very ugly, and rightly so.
Fair.
The aesthetic department of India said, put this guy in and cover him completely.
Yeah. For how long?
Yeah.
For like 2 weeks?
No, forever. As far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I've been watching The Americans. It's an amazing show that I recommend.
Is it The Americans?
The
Not to be,
Americans.
but there's a vowel, so this
So
has
it should
become
be
the.
no?
I guess the.
Didn't you study in America
all right.
yourself?
Yeah, I did.
English comedian.
See, I am beyond the rules of grammar. As long as the language is getting through, that's all I care
Tu
about.
sabka baap. That should be your Aadhaar card. Sabka baap.
Sabka baap.
Oh wait, there's already somebody.
But if all of you were in the army, what's a way to convert you guys? Like if ISI or the Chinese army wanted to convert you, how can you be corrupted?
Acha,
For
as a
you,
spy.
it's food. Yeah.
No, 5 minutes I'll accept what they say. I don't want. It's not worth it. Honestly.
5
Torture.
minutes.
I would
Who's
fall
gonna
to
torture?
torture very quickly.
Yeah.
I'm
Like
not
how
one
quickly?
to-
5 minutes in?
Depends on
Arey,
the torture, right?
The
If
moment
they're,
they pull a hammer
tickling
out or
me-
something, you're saying,
Yeah.
okay, boss, ho gaya.
If it's,
What do you
if
want
it's
to know?
cartoon torture and they have a feather and they rub my ass and all, I'll be fine for like 3
That
days.
doesn't really
But
happen, Akash.
I've heard it's not a
In such way,
common
such way
practice.
hota hai. They take out hammer. Moment they take a hammer,
What?
and they finger ungli dekha. Ungli dekha was a terrible moment.
Where is the finesse?
Yeah, no.
Where is the
Oof,
finesse
they're
with
brutes,
the
brutes.
the titillation?
So we recommend this to everyone who's caught. Just tell everything as much as you can.
I wouldn't
Navin.
be a spy ever.
Why?
Because I'm such a bitch and gossipy, I'll just like tell everybody that. It's like, you know where I come from.
तेरे को पता है रशिया ने क्या किया?
3 hints. It's like,
I mean, there'll be some comedians who are so spaced out, they won't even know who the enemy is, no?
Yeah.
But
No, I would be a good spy, not a good soldier.
Yeah.
I would be a good spy if I don't have to get caught. You know what I mean? I would be great until I
I
have
want to
get
be in the
caught.
front like a berserker. Because you got to be a little mad
Yeah.
with the bayonet and you just charge blindly.
Yeah,
like Wonder Woman, like, yeah.
And hope you don't die.
Yeah.
I can do that. Like, just
Yeah.
go
You know,
explode.
I worked on this show once very long ago called Vatan Ke Sipahi. Okay, it was about Ashok
It's
Chakra.
the last time you worked on any show. actually.
for the Watan, yeah.
But it was like Ashok Chakra awardees and
Once I had
like
an
This is not a
observation.
funny show, brother.
No, serious show. And you know,
What the
there
hell
was
were you
one
doing?
story. No, just hear me out. Just hear me out.
Oh.
There was this one story which I found was fascinating. Okay, so this one particular soldier who had he was known to charge. Okay, he would
Yeah.
just charge at the enemy, and the way he would charge, वो लोग का दिमाग फट जाता था. Like भाग जाते थे पाकिस्तानी soldier उससे. ठीक है. So this one time there was some trench situation going on, and some Pakistani guys attacked or something. They must have shelled or something, and he was making chai. And his chai fell over. And he went into such a rage that he killed like some 18 people, dude, like from their side. He just ran into their camp and just fucking destroyed them, dude. Because he's like,
But bro, this goes back to the Vikings and all. They had the berserker
Yeah,
culture.
yeah.
You put the nutcases there,
Yeah.
so the nutcases just can explode.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't
But they're
even say-
dumb. They're like, they're like animals that you release the leash and kill.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
Similar
it's also
to-
like a
yeah.
like you put yourself in that trance state, right? Like a like blood
You can't
trance.
have
like all
intelligent people in the front because they start thinking. Any intelligent person, what am I doing here with a gun and 10,000 people? You gotta have nuts. So, Silvery, yes. Abbas, yes. Shreyas, no, yeah, you're too smart.
I get mad. I've been mad once.
But will you be mad for long enough to complete the task? You can't
Yeah,
suddenly
I'll
lose
get
it.
mad and I'll go crazy. But then the minute the anger
But as a
goes, I'll run.
Gujarati comedian, you might even start doing some stand-up in the middle because you see there's a market.
Yeah.
No, I've heard there's post-murder clarity. After your first kill, like it all comes back.
Oh,
Is what I've.
what?
All the
Don't
material
say what
comes
I've
back,
heard,
yeah.
just tell the truth. bro.
Is okay.
Come
I've
clean
killed
here.
5 people. I've killed 5 people, and every time it has made me smarter. So I highly recommend it.
I heard that after you, while they're dying, you read their palm. Is that
I
true?
do.
Yeah, your lifeline
Then you
ends
are
now.
dying
Yeah.
now.
Alright.
Let's do one more story quickly before we get into the break. This one really disturbed me. Navin sent me a video of this.
One second,
Very
Bruce
fucked up.
Wayne. Bruce Wayne. What's this soldier's name? Sunny Deol.
Technically, it should be.
Bruce is back.
It should be the Sunil Shetty, no, because he was the one in Border who went with the bomb towards the enemy. Remember?
Yeah.
What did he say at the end? Shakti.
Shakti.
Yeah.
Ma Shakti.
Ma Shakti.
Ma Shakti.
Yeah. Border was a trip, dude. I remember like because we were in a chawl in Santa Cruz, right?
Yeah.
And like our family had the first like fidgety color TV because you had to put like 20 matchsticks to make it work or whatever. But like all the area would gather around our house.
What you said about Border was incorrect. He was the greatest defensive Australian batsman post-war. That's what he was.
I don't get a reference.
How dare you.
Was it Alan Border?
Yeah.
Yes, it was Alan Border. I finally got a cricket reference, guys. But that was the thing, right? And we had to take like a lunch break in the middle of Border to go and come back. It was nice. Good times.
So GK is asking if Cyrus was in place of Eknath Shinde, what would he do? I would move everything out of Malbari.
Huh.
That's it. Except
Maybe you would
me, of
also
course.
not give Nana Patekar interview.
Yeah. Nana Patekar is
Do
allowed.
that.
I like Nana Patekar.
Nice guy.
Is he back?
What?
Because under the Me Too, he was also given.
Yeah,
trouble.
but now
Yeah,
he's
like
very
it
back.
happened.
he's chilling
I think no one has actually been prosecuted under Me Too. You know,
nobody has because
Sajid
there's-
Khan is a star.
because they're all he said she said situations. Very few of them have evidence.
What is this? Statute of limitation? 30 years, 40 saal.
नहीं, वो अलग है, but like he said she said situation होता है ना कि मैंने बोला है ये बोल रहा है ये. So then where's the evidence? Like where's the third party? There has to be something to kind of.
No, but did you
collaborate
hear there was a satire news outlet that did a story saying that everyone in Big Boss evicted Sajid out because he has done what he has done. And then Sajid filed a lawsuit
Yeah.
against this portal.
Yeah.
Which is like, they have
How did he
5,000
file a
followers.
lawsuit if he's stuck there and he can't do anything?
That's what people are asking.
Yeah,
I'm,
because
I'm
the
sure he has
first
a
thing-
team.
As someone who's offered
Farah Khan
this,
is the person.
I was
think
offered
I've
Big
never
Boss
seen
7
them
times in
together.
a row up to last year. Then they stopped.
Wow.
Yeah. Because only losers are called. Huh?
Yeah.
That's the law.
Yeah,
If
and
you're
you are a
loser,
winner,
then-
Cyrus.
I'm-
Yes.
You have won
After
in
this
life.
podcast hit, what, 1,000 subscribers?
views, yeah.
Cyrus only does LOL. He doesn't do Big Boss. That's
Yeah.
He's not
I'm-
about all that.
I did also did Hello Friends. So I've got two feathers in a small cap.
Yeah.
I actually think Hello Friends now is an iconic show. It's a legendary
One day,
show.
people will look at it as the greatest
I
works in
think
show.
today only they are
Not
looking
today,
at
at least Wednesday, Thursday.
Fuck, Chinnappa acting was my favorite thing in that. He's like, have you seen Chinnappa's
Okay,
face?
hold that. Can we send this clip to Chinnappa?
No.
Naveen,
I've
Naveen is a Kurgi. And you're talking about berserkers. He's also got a crazy
I'm
temper. Huh?
Konkani. Come on, motherfucker. Let's fight.
Naveen, he'll massacre you.
Our
You don't know
pork masala is better than
Chinnappa.
your
You
pork
don't
masala.
fight.
Chinnappa has a bad temper.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know what?
Bad
You
temper.
bring
He's
the
a cookie.
sorpotel, he'll bring the pork chili fry, you will be good with
No,
each
pork
other.
chili
Yeah.
fry. They just keema pao. That's what's going to happen.
Good
Don't
enough.
get into it, yeah.
Good enough.
You'll have to
Yeah.
eat the leftovers.
That's great.
Yeah.
Speaking of food, something very disturbing has been happening, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody's throwing milk on shit. Did you guys hear
Oh,
about
yeah.
this? Fucking activist.
Dumb activists.
Fucking dumb activist threw
Piece of
milk
shits.
on a
Yeah.
Van Gogh painting
Hey,
to
we
protest
discussed
animal
this
abuse.
yesterday.
No, they do
That
soup
was-
at the Van Gogh painting.
Oh,
That
sorry,
was
soup
oil.
at the Van Gogh
emptied,
painting.
emptied milk cartons in a supermarket
Yeah.
to protest.
Yeah. They're like guy ke
How many
saath.
Van Gogh stories are we discussing? Yesterday we discussed the Van Gogh. I mean,
Sorry,
It
sorry.
happened again.
can you get another
It's
painter?
the same. It's
Maybe
MF
I think
Hussain.
Van Gogh.
They did it to MF Hussain.
No,
Picasso.
now what people are doing is people are going to convenience stores. They
Yeah.
are taking milk
Emptying milk.
cartons and emptying them.
You know,
So it's the work of all the people working there.
And
Like,
milk
it's not.
wasted. Poor hungry people could have had that
Or
milk.
itna
what about
dumb
the poor
log
cow
na.
who gave the milk? What happened to India's most important animal? You just disrespecting India.
No,
Think of
actually,
it
this
but
way.
actually, their point is that cows are mistreated in the formation.
Yeah, so
of
let's
milk.
waste
Right.
their mehnat
But-
by pouring the milk out.
But as
Correct.
a Desi, I don't believe all these points. I'm just angry that you're taking cow
What
from
about
the
the
milk.
almond
I mean,
milk?
milk from the
Nobody
cow.
Have
thinks
you
about
guys ever milked a
No,
cow?
almond.
It's too expensive, Baba.
Has anyone
Even an
milked a
activist
cow
has a
here?
limit. Budget
Has
to itna
what?
hi hai na?
Yeah.
Milked a cow? Milked a cow?
I have milked a cow.
You
It's
milked
not
a cow.
amazing.
By the way,
No,
it's more this. Huh?
When you milk a cow, no, it does not
Oh,
feel
you mean
wrong.
a real cow? I thought you meant.
Okay then. So when you milk a cow with your hands and shit, it's not
No,
like
with
hurting
your
the
hands,
cow.
motherfucker. How else can you milk the cow?
So
With your
that's
mouth?
my point, because in UK and in a lot of increasingly in India as well and all over the world, they don't physically use
Yeah,
hands to milk the cow.
they
They
have
put these machines, dude.
How sad.
Yeah.
And it hurts the cow when you put the fucking machine on the cow. So
Yeah.
I get that they're saying that the cow has
Finally, you
cruelty.
get to touch sexual assets and you have to use the machine.
Well,
This
I mean, I
came
don't
out
think
wrong,
the
Shreyas.
nipple for a cow is a sexual.
Rewind.
But like, so this is the problem, dude. Like, so I
But have you
understand
milked
that
a cow or not?
I have milked a cow, dude.
What was it? You have your own farm with 30 cows.
We don't have 30 cows. We had one cow once upon a time.
Everybody came to milk.
But
her.
now
Yeah.
they're married, so I guess
This
there's
is
no need.
Way back when, earlier it used to be very
Dude,
different. Earlier it used to be like if you have a cow and it's a dairy cow, then it will give milk for a certain amount of time and then you would give it to the next this thing, which
Right.
in India is usually the butcher.
Right.
Oh no.
That's why India was the
Akash,
second
what kind of
largest.
comedian you're really? You're depressed. You went out of your depression to give me depression. I want depression. Really. All his stories are ending with tragedy.
Acha,
You know,
tell me
that's the trope. You wanna tell the people what's the new trope that is being associated with your name because of the Puneet Pania?
Oh
video?
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
The murder, na?
Suicide.
In a way.
Suicide.
But वो तो murder ही होगा ना?
Huh, but so basically Puneet put out a video where I don't know if you've seen it, you should watch it. It's called Content, where he talks about me being the most likely comedian to kill myself on live stream. I think that's the part that people forget.
Yeah.
So-
On live stream,
Yeah,
he
so
said.
all of you should be
That being the
worried.
joke. That being the joke.
Like one of the first times I
मैं
met
नस काट के उड़ाएगा
Akash.
तुम लोग को.
Akash, as a competitive comedian, we won't be worried. There'll be less people, so we can talk more.
No, so first time I met him, like he was running.
Who Puneet you're talking
No,
about?
Akash. Puneet had met like in trains only.
Hmm.
Wow.
He lives in
Romantic, huh?
Kandivali, I live in
Romantic.
Bayam.
Little touch here, little touch there. Kal milega. Ting.
Exactly, that was the
Yeah,
comics. Like we'd all
yeah.
top each other. Govind Menon at Goregaon, Puneet at Kandivali, me at Bayandra. That was the last one going home.
The last one standing, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Music, please.
So Aakash was like just running like his depression material through me, okay? And that's how we became friends also, because we were like awake at odd hours of the night, just depressed. And Aakash was like, I have just this bunch of jokes about how I want to kill myself, but I can't because I'm fat. And it was the funniest shit I'd ever heard.
Yeah, no, it's very
And I was
true
giving him
also.
tags also. Ki bathroom mein agar if I die naked in a bathtub, then they'll find me naked. If I jump from a building, what if I land on a car and my hand breaks? Like he had just like all these theories. And it was too funny. Because that's what every fat person who wants to kill themselves thinks about.
Yeah.
Already I'm a boch. If I'm dying as a boch also, it's too much.
Yes, have you ever had these terrible thoughts?
Malaria was
Not
actually
on-
self-induced. I went out. I was like, I
You
need
tried
the
to
mosquitoes.
kill yourself with a mosquito.
We
Wow.
can't.
I did. I did.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
took out 3 mosquitoes with me. So
Oh.
But he just sat at the wrong time.
But he didn't
Not
die
intentional.
also. Like, so what's the point?
Yeah.
that's true.
The
That's
meaningless violence like these activists
But the
pouring
good
milk.
thing is, finally, a female touched him because the female gives the.
Gives
Oh,
It's
yeah.
all these
You
things,
got
you know,
it
like
there.
it's a morning mosquitoes, female mosquitoes, and they won't fly below your knee or something.
Evening also, I think that dusk dawn thingy. The,
Wait, what's
time,
they
so-
won't fly below your knees?
Above your knees.
Above your
Above?
knee. Above your
Yeah.
knee. Yeah.
Oh.
The
What?
dengue and
Yeah.
the malaria.
But depends on your
ones.
height. If you're a midget, then it's your hip. So you got to be careful when you just say anything. Because the guy will say, "Look, I got malaria," and you lied.
You calling me a
wait,
midget
can
indirectly?
genes
That's what
then
you're
be-
calling me?
Are genes an antidote to
See,
malaria
just
causing
because-
mosquitoes?
Yeah,
then?
yeah, fully.
Shreyas, just because it's not in proportion to your body doesn't mean you're a midget.
That's
it's
true.
okay.
Thank you.
Different sizes, bro.
But
I
there are
know
some-
y'all can't see this, but nobody here is wearing pants today. Like everyone is
Today?
butt naked niche.
It's like
Uh,
two different.
We actually Cyrus has
except
this
except
rule.
Rishi. Rishi's always wearing
So
clothes.
Rishi is wearing pants, but that's because he sits in that corner.
Yeah.
Rest of us, Cyrus makes us take off our pants.
I take them off for you. After all, I'm
Ah.
bored.
Yeah.
Okay, we're quickly gonna go into a break and
We
we'll
should,
come
we
back on
should,
the other
we
side,
should.
and on the other
Now
side,
watch.
perhaps.
I've trained. I've trained someone that when you say break, it goes off immediately. So you
Oh
do
my
it.
god.
Wait. I have something. In the break, watch some military porn.
Okay, now you to go for it.
Take a break.
Idiot! One second. Is Hemisha calling us idiot or there's somebody she's fighting with
No,
in the
you
chat?
said idiot now before the break.
Oh.
That's why she's just referencing that.
Royston says so seamless. That's for you, Rishi. The cheer when Navin gets Allen Border is such a nice. Can we do that in a GIF?
Yeah. Fucking
So-
Discord server will do it.
Only parallel is when Kunal. Hello, back here.
Just
I'm
don't
just
mind us.
putting-
Just
putting
my
generate
pant
Kunal
on,
bitching.
yaar.
Yeah.
Finish
Yeah.
your sentence.
Put him aside. Hey,
Can I
Spurs,
get
get
some
up.
water to
Spurs,
rinse
get
out
up.
the
Tell me one thing.
Spurs' parents are watching. Beta, how are you?
Has your experience of this show changed ever since you figured out how to read comments during streams?
Yeah.
Because they only show me yesterday's comments today. They can't keep the oldie old,
Yeah.
whatever happened.
What is real time?
Okay, we missed some interesting thing. Somebody's asking, is Amit back in the States? Ramanathan Neelakantan watching.
No, he's not allowed to leave.
But I'm getting worried about the fandom here. Why do they know so much?
Why do they know so much?
Yeah.
Because they follow him on Twitter or whatever, no?
And we also talk a lot about him over here.
We only
Yeah,
talk
we do.
about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our
Every
Father
time-
who art in heaven.
In fact,
Who
you know,
are in
that's why
office.
Abbas does the ads now in the middle, because when Amit does it, our brain goes, "हम लोग को इतना कम पैसा क्यों मिल रहा है?" So
Yeah,
like,
right.
that's why they, yeah. It's
And
a whole
Abbas, there's no
conspiracy.
question of payment. Have you met him? Yeah.
Yeah. There's a.
By the way, I just want your confirmation, Cyrus, on record that you will be performing on 13th November, right? You are on the lineup
Yeah.
for the CnB
course.
show. Of course, right?
100%.
It's
Huh?
no
In the
because
words of Chief Minister Shinde. Ho!
okay.
They're already calling it the CNBC show. I love it, that.
CNBC. Oh,
The Cock and Bull comics.
Shit.
Yeah.
Cock and bull what?
Comedians.
Oh, God. I thought you were repeating the words.
Yeah.
Out of sheer
This
frustration.
is on the day that the World T20 World Cup final is.
No,
there,
but that's 2:30 p.m.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
day I'm in Chennai.
1:30 p.m.
1:30 p.m.
Huh.
Correct.
So let's say with all the fanfare, it goes on 3 to 4 hours. So 5:30 it should
Wait,
be
you are
clear.
assuming India will go and
But even if
win
they
also.
don't, people watch. No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for Naveen. We all will be watching the final.
He only watches Alan
Even if it's
Border's
Zimbabwe
match, which I
versus
get.
Namibia, we'll watch the damn final.
The upsets have been
Scary, no?
insane.
But go
It's
West
so much
Indies,
fun.
Baba.
I
You're a
know-
West
I
Indies
know
को
Namibia
बचाओ.
won.
Are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
Save West Indies. help
Sri
me.
Lanka, dude.
Sri Lanka won the Asia Cup, beat
Asia
Pakistan
Cup
and India
winner
back to
losing
back.
to-
And then goes there and gets slapped by Scotland. Slapped,
Oh,
huh? Not even
proper.
close. Yeah.
I know, I
ego.
love it. That's the one
Yeah.
good thing about T20 is that there's so many upsets.
Yeah.
It's a ripe for upsets. It's like watching the playoffs in NBA, dude. Like कुछ भी हो सकता है, तुमको नहीं पता है. And clean hitters, dude. That's what's most fascinating to me.
Navin,
Clean hitters across the world.
And boss, remember these are larger boundaries.
Yeah. Way bigger
You
boundaries.
see the Virat's catch in the practice game?
Yeah.
That was a 90-meter
Very good.
hit,
Yeah.
which in Wankhede, the guy would be in the 18th row of the Gavaskar stand. I mean, it's still unfair because the same guy has got 90 or 40 balls and he's out in the second ball.
So what's the reason behind these grounds being different sizes?
They have more space, bro. Haven't you been to India?
No, but like that's what I'm saying. Like, then shouldn't there be a regulation for that?
That's a good point.
That's the fun
No,
of
but
it.
yeah, the
Ball fuckers run
variation-
the same distance every time.
But
Yeah.
the variation
Their
adds
cricket
to
is
it. No.
fantastic. There's no boundary thing
And
for sure.
there's also
Like,
sometimes one is shorter than the other, and there's some weird
Always.
shapes and all also, bro.
Square leg is always in point. There'll be a difference.
But
of
is that
10
why it's called
yards.
Oval Maidan?
Oval Maidan is
Is-
my personal jagir. तेरा बाप का क्या होगा?
तेरा भी नहीं है. You only go and get caught by the cops outside. The only complaint I've heard is Oval Maidan के बाद मेरे को पांडू ने पकड़ा. That's what he keeps saying.
पांडू ने पकड़ा is what, यार?
Yeah.
You're making everything into gay porn. Will stop
Sorry,
it, यार.
okay, पांडू ने
ने
धरा.
क्या पकड़ा? क्यों पकड़ा? और फिर
तुला-
फाइन भरने का.
तुला सापडला बस.
Yeah.
No, but how can I pay a fine on top of that? Yeah, I mean, let him enjoy.
There's a cafe in the UK, guys, which is giving a discount on chai for people who are polite. If you're
Oh, yeah.
polite, they give you a discount. Is this what the world has come to?
I don't know, but can I go back to another point?
Yeah.
They want details for the 13 show.
What?
Details will be out in the
Yeah,
next
they'll
2
be- of
days.
course
In the
they'll be
next
out.
2 days,
Balls.
they will
got
be
no
out.
details. Is the club the one on the way back home for me? There's
Jeff-
I see something
Jeff
saying comedy
Goldberg?
club or something.
No, it's not. It's not. I
There's
think
no
you are
ICC,
thinking
just
of-
TCC.
No, on the way back towards
It's just
town.
comedy club written, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's J
not.
Spot.
That's
That's
J
J
Spot.
Spot
It
comedy.
looks
Yeah.
like a small place where we would perform
Next
when
to
nobody
petrol
comes.
pump, na?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a
Petrol
very
pump will
nice
give us
club, though.
better, I think, rating if we
Yeah.
just do it
Yeah,
there.
I do a lot of shows there at J
How
Spot.
big is that, J Spot?
That's like 50, 60 seats at the most.
So why can't you do
very
there?
nice room. Huh?
What do you do there? Where are you doing it?
Jeff Goldberg studio.
Oh,
That's
right.
also a very nice
Slightly
room.
bigger room, I think.
40 people.
Oh,
it
then
can
you
fit.
should
No,
be
it's,
doing it
it's,
at J
it's
Spot.
small only. Yeah.
Only
it's a-
40, only
it's the
40
same.
people. Our
It's a
panel is
theatre.
26.
A panel is
2-3 panelists will have to sit out
Yeah.
next time.
I'm not coming.
It is in the morning. You know me.
Okay,
Yeah,
get this.
yeah.
Okay, back to the news.
Yeah, sorry.
I like the giving him that judgmental look
Yeah,
of
yeah,
Cyrus.
yeah, yeah.
Are we adults yet?
Brocha,
What is going on, beta?
Rocha likes subtle. When you're
Yeah.
subtle, I feel pain. Don't say Madhur Chodhar.
Then he feels recognized.
In UK, there is a cafe called Chai Shop. It's located on the Preston area of United Kingdom. Now, here's the thing: if you ask them for a desi chai, if you just go there-
Namoji has an office there.
if you just go and be like desi chai, it'll cost you £5. But if you say please,
Desi chai.
they reduce the price on it. And this is my problem. Okay, you can't treat basic courtesy like it's something to be rewarded.
It will help Indians. We have
Bro,
no courtesy and
but
we're cheap. Look
Your-
at it. It
but your
works here.
motivation for courtesy can't be fucking things. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I'm
Like,
yeah.
I don't mind.
The motivation for courtesy is that we're not fucking
Akash, I'm
crabs or
sold
shit.
on this idea.
you know?
I think it's a great idea. It's going to change
I'm
everything.
really tempted to go there and
Hmm.
start a movement where we all just take the chai and then just fucking pour it like the milk.
You're almost reverse milking the cow. It's like you got out of that.
I just want to go to this cafe and find the polite fuckers who are drinking for free or whatever, and
Yeah.
just be the rudest person to them and see how I can break them. You know.
Oh, that's
also
a fun
soon
game.
can I
Also,
get
if you're
them?
Indian, do you say please or please? That's
Please.
please is better.
Dude,
How
my
do you
mom is
stand
just
out?
giving me random information, dude. She's like the Tarak Mehta actress, like the
Yeah.
the
I
one
heard
who
the
played
same
Daya.
story.
She's
Yeah.
like she's dead.
What?
I'm like,
No,
I'm like,
that rumor was on
it was-
the internet.
it was
yeah.
rumor, and my mother's kind of person who believes it.
I don't know how
She's-
they. I think they only do it. For
Yeah,
their own
if someone
ratings
was
or
like
something.
Ashok Saraf died, and I'm like, bro, like
Yeah.
I know him, like his son is my friend, so I'm like,
Yeah.
he would tell me.
Ashok Saraf is a legendary actor. You
Yeah,
don't say his
yeah,
son
yeah.
is my friend.
Yeah.
No, Ashok Saraf.
I would get the news. I
One
would
of the
get the
greats
news
of all
before
time.
the
You
other
don't say Ashok Saraf. Oh, my dost ka beta. What the fuck?
I'm being polite for the
How
air. by
mean,
the
yeah.
way.
Wait, but that's an interesting theory. You think people are making this up themselves just to have them trend? That's
No,
what you're
Has
saying.
anyone
that's
ever
the
had a
rumor.
rumor about you dying? Has that happened in your
Somebody
career?
somebody said Cyrus is talented.
A lot of
That was
hopes.
quite funny.
A lot of hopes that Cyrus will die, but it never happens.
But I know Shah Rukh Khan ka rumor. I know you guys were
Yeah.
around about 5-10 years.
Shah
Really?
Rukh was there, yeah.
So that was a huge rumor because it took 3-4 hours to quell it. The internet wasn't as crazy as it is
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
So you want, and everybody's like calling up and saying, "Do you know about this?" So we have one foot in Bollywood. We guys like us who are studying entertainment.
Yeah.
All our friends, banker, lawyer, Brocha, kya ho gaya? Shah Rukh Khan mar gaya. As if the first call from Manat would be to Cyrus, Brocha, he can tell his fucking friends in Valkeshwar.
Cyrus, come to Leelavati. He's
yeah.
on his last deathbed. He wants to have one last word.
It's
Remember
kabhi
that-
khushi, kabhi gum, guys.
He can't get over that one time y'all shook hands 35 years ago.
He doesn't remember your name.
My favorite thing is whenever like Amitabh Bachchan gets very unwell, like it's like the whole country is like, chalo, Samshan ka jate. Like that's the attitude everybody has.
No.
Like this time to make
That used to happen with Devanand. Devanand, when he used to keep
Yeah.
falling sick, and then
Yeah.
everyone
Bro.
would be like, ga nahi gaya.
Devanand,
ऐसा होता था.
I was doing Mirchi shows on Mirchi, which is the vignettes actually. Me and a guy called Clever. and we had done a lot of gags on day one on that particular week. And then they put it on. So we record on a Monday and it goes little vignettes throughout the week, 5-6 of them, right?
Yeah.
So let's say on Wednesday, Thursday he dies. And these are running. Because you can't reprogram on the spot. Yeah, it takes time. So they ran for some time. And there's silly gags, you know. Oh, trying to talk like Devanand, all that,
Oh, no.
But it's all funny till something happens. Then it's so not funny.
Yeah. I always feel when somebody dies, wait 3 days. 3 days. Give at least 3 days so that everybody kind of like wait till the body's in the ground
and for
or it's been
politicians,
burnt or whatever.
on the death anniversary, don't make jokes.
Yeah.
Because then suddenly their union comes up again.
Yeah. Because they're only relevant on death anniversary and birth
because it'll be a
anniversary.
dry day.
Akash, you have a relative in the comments.
Yeah, this is very interesting to me because I don't have a Mossy, so I don't know what he's talking about.
What? I don't have any
Last one,
comments.
Shubham Yadav.
Shubham has
Akash
said-
Mehta.
Mehta aunt Mossy. I don't have a Mossy only.
What
so I
a
don't
mean
know.
guy. You're like Vijay only, really.
I'm
Somebody
a
comes
super-
and talks to you and tries to find a connection. Just pretend it's true, no?
Okay, but like who is? I'm more worried that I have an aunt I don't know about.
Oh,
Okay,
you might
I'm
inherit-
very capable
You
of
might
that. Also.
inherit a fucking bungalow in Surat and you're just denying it now.
That could be. That
There's
could
a
be.
there's a
Yeah.
picture on Twitter with you, is what Shubham is saying.
You're
Oh, wow.
screwed. Akash,
Oh,
pick it
wow.
up. Pick it up, bro.
My
Pick it
favorite
up.
thing
We
is
need
how he
this. Before the
spelled
show
bouquet.
ends, we need this picture. Yeah.
I want to show this photo. I
He
don't
spelled
know.
bouquet wrong. Guldasta.
And I think the aunt was not called for the shadi.
Oh.
I think there'll be more controversy.
Yeah.
Akash Mehta ka ulta chasma.
Ulta anus more like.
Stop. Navin and Kajol are on
So bad.
the sexual content I can't control. They just say what they
I
want.
like how you took Kajol also in the same breath.
Kajol is terrible. She's worse than you.
At what?
This is a meme.
Kajol says, I want to tell you,
Kajol
I don't want to tell you a
is
story. I don't want to tell you a story. And then it's the most sexual banter you can ever get for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Shreyas is so embarrassed. He doesn't like women talking about sex. Women says the F
Yeah,
word.
he just came out
can't
of
handle
malaria.
it.
The last thing he
Yeah.
fought was a mosquito. So like, he just needs.
She was small but sufficient.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know where this photo is. I checked my Twitter. It's not there, huh? So
It's on-
all scams I'm
Send
getting.
it to us on IVM ka Twitter and we'll put it out for
Hey,
everyone.
this is like those double
Tag me.
stories. You know the famous film stars and all. They go for weddings and then some third underworld guy, the third guy in the cadre or whatever,
Yeah.
is in the picture next to you. It's not really their fault, right? You go
Yeah.
to a shadi and everybody's standing out taking
But this
pictures.
is true. Like earlier, I also used to be like, "Arey, ye politician or iska photo hai saath mein aisa ka aisa chalega."
Exactly.
And then I realized, as you guys even mildly famous, na,
Yeah.
like there are sometimes
Are you
people,
going to push 20 guys out?
dude, and at the airport and all, like 5 people out of the thousands of people there will know me. Okay,
Yeah.
they'll ask for photo, I'll take.
Yeah.
Then there'll be 5 people who'll just be like, "Aap koi ho kya?" and they want to take a photo with you. They don't even know what you fucking do.
Yeah.
I always get two fans. The first guy says bag idhar rakho. And he checks it. And the second guy, ye business class line nahi hai. It's always these two fans.
Yeah, love them.
Love them.
I'm a big fan of my fans.
Yeah.
I think my fans are very nice,
But
educated.
getting back
nice
to that
people.
point, supposing Akash is mobbed by say 20 guys, of which one guy he vaguely knows.
Yeah.
19 guys don't know. He's not going to remember who they are. In fact, you don't even want to make eye contact.
No,
You
very
have-
difficult.
You have to just be polite in the moment. Next thing you know, the chap is there in the paper
Yeah.
and they see Dawood ka, Bhatija ka, dost ka, cousin or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's a connection. What connection? The
Yeah,
bugger is
yeah,
he's going to Ahmedabad on a flight. Now he's a gangster.
But nothing is funnier than these guys hiring paparazzi at the airport, right?
Is that true?
Yeah, it's true. While going, my friend.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They hire somebody to click photos of them leaving from the airport and then coming back.
And then they have
also.
to act like they don't want to.
Yeah,
Some of
yeah,
them-
Bachcha ko nahi.
Dude,
Sir,
some of
bachcha
them na-
nahi hai. Ah, but
they
you know what I mean.
go they go to the airport with a Starbucks ka cup घर से लेके.
हाँ,
They go and then the photographer takes photo. Then they go to the bathroom there, change, and then act like they're
come
coming
back,
back.
Can I tell you my horrible stories for
That's
these
hilarious.
guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
There are guys from features who are just kept there at the international airport. Okay, they just wait for which stars coming in. So I'm hoping one day they shoot me. I come out and always they call me by name. Cyrus, kaun hai flight pe? Always. And it's so embarrassing here. Not once do they take my picture. The whole I say, oh yeah, Shah Rukh hai.
What will they say? Cyrus seen walking out the airport
But
rocking his
Master Navin,
studies.
when they call your name,
They wear Gucci and all
they
when
call
they
your
come
name.
out.
So now I'm actually not I'm like a journalist. You know? That's
Yeah.
what my, you know.
You turn into a spy finally.
I'm part of the camp, yeah.
I mean, at least they can take a picture and not do anything
I
with
know.
it. Take a picture.
Oh, I just
yeah.
think pictures say, acha, real star aa gaya abhi, side mein jao. Something like that. Unfair.
Do you all want to do a Priyanka Chopra story or a Kanye West story?
Kanye West story.
Okay then.
What about Priyanka West?
Priyanka Jonas.
Jonas,
yeah.
अरे यार सब सेम है यार मेरे को ये लोग.
Hey, Jonas. Sounds like my bio teacher. This is
so-
Kasturi Rangan.
Okay,
Jonas,
Jonas.
are you present?
Inas.
do you
Why?
guys-
I was just rhyming scheme. I'm sorry.
You rhyme. I think if you say pearl, he'll rhyme it with anus.
No,
So
then it's
there's an
anus
app.
girl.
No!
There's an
Huh.
app called Parler.
This guy tagged the wrong Aakash, by the way. In that
I thought you were going to say anus again.
In
I
the
was
tweet?
panicking. It was the wrong Aakash.
मेरा बचपन से मेरे को जानता है बेंचोद, मेरा टैग नहीं पता है तेरे को.
What a
Double A,
waste
double A.
for a show that's basically a waste of time. That's a real waste of time.
Yeah, what a fucking waste of everybody's feelings. I am hurt. And I don't have a Mossy, the imposter lady you're talking about.
Shubham, I
There is
tagged the wrong Aakash.
There is a right-wing app, not called Tech Fog. It's called Parler. Okay? Parler. It's where all the right-wing conservatives in America, I don't know what they do there. They must have the app and they all chat with each other. And they say shit that otherwise would be considered hate speech. But it's okay because it's apne mein hi.
Yeah.
You know how comedians put out a video and expect, wow, देखो सब agree करते हैं मेरे साथ. ऐसा. तो Kanye West.
Why do they have that accent when they agree?
Because that's what the accent is when you're like too full of yourself.
What is this, Navin? Wow, we're all talking like that, yaar.
He's just doing a
कैसे बात करता है?
That's Sudhakar talks like that from Delhi. I don't know why he's doing that.
So he's buying Kanye West. You know Kanye West, the antithesis of what is liberal and conservative.
Yeah,
He's
you're
neither.
right. I think he just puts on a, I'll go the other way. It's like that.
Yeah, he's just having
It's
fun.
performance art and mental illness.
No, it's an ego thing. He's now in love with the idea that I will go the other way. Whatever. Yeah.
Performance.
Are you going to rhyme it with anus?
No.
Then why are you wasting our time? Chalo.
He just wants you to rhyme it because he doesn't want to
Boss,
rhyme
if you can't beat them, join them. So I'm doing whatever he says now. Not everything, but
Yeah, that could have come across as a lot of suddenly
I have
Cyrus
this-
gets proposition.
Yeah, I have this quote though. They hate us because they anus.
all right.
So Kanye is buying this app now.
Yeah.
Because Kanye.
Because he's also banned from Twitter, no?
He's banned from Twitter.
Banned from Twitter.
Banned
He
from
was
Twitter,
suspended,
banned from
suspended.
Instagram.
Isn't it great in America? You have people who are banned from Twitter, but they're bigger than Twitter.
He's banned
Yeah,
from
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like Donald Trump.
Yeah, yeah.
Instagram and Twitter both for the
Yeah, yeah.
anti-Semitism thing, no?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
You didn't see that?
No.
Every weekend he takes on one
Yeah,
prize.
He said something about Jewish people, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What he said?
So it was
Nothing
relating
nice.
to the Gaza Strip situation.
Oh,
and he's,
shit.
And he's like, y'all don't know what y'all are doing. If I turned up and I would fuck y'all up and all.
Oh, bro.
That was the vibe.
I would love that. एक बाजू ऐसा हजारों साल पुराना कॉन्फ्लिक्ट चल रहा है और कान्ये आके फ्लैश इन.
With all due respect to
Kanye and
with all due
BTS
respect
behind
to
him. It'll be amazing.
I mean, the machogiri and all that. Imagine Kanye West with all his jewelry lands up there and whatever.
Yeah.
These crack Israeli commandos. I mean, what would it be like? 0.1 second?
Yeah,
What are you talking about? I mean,
Krav Maga, dude, they'd go for his dick.
they won't
Just
need Krav
rip off his
Maga. They'll
dick.
shoot him from like 10,000 feet away.
That also.
Wait,
Yeah.
so he's talking about the Gaza Strip. That's not anti-Semitic. That's pro-Palestine, right?
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah,
But
But
that's
no.
that's
He
another
can
thing.
be pro-Palestine without being anti-Semitic.
Anti-Semitic,
But
yeah.
he's made comments against
He has
Israel.
made
Jewish
comments
people.
again.
So
yeah.
you can say
But it's a very
the
thin
brutality
line.
is different because we can all say that the brutality is wrong.
No, but
when you start talking,
There's
no,
a very
that is
thin
the
line
issue.
between
That's the
saying
issue.
something against Israel and
Yeah.
being anti-Semitic. Somehow those two things have been combined. Just like
Yeah.
in India right now, making fun of the government and making fun of Hindu religion is somehow the same
Israel
thing,
is
even
that
though it's
one
not.
state where you have to be careful because they've had this horrible life, for
Yeah.
10,000, 2,000, 3,000 years.
Yeah.
Which they're still milking, yeah.
I'm sorry, but
So
none
I
of
can
them
see
are
what's-
alive 3,000 years ago. I just want to point that out.
2,000
Yeah,
years,
yeah.
2,000
Yeah.
years ago.
Okay.
Hey, let
No,
me-
as in the people alive now are not there then. No?
Yeah.
So it's,
How do
we
we
have
know?
to at least admit
But
that it's
not
different
they
people.
want to know.
Not that that's a justification for
I've
what
seen
is
people in
happening
car
with
with 1800 years old.
Palestinians.
Yeah,
Just
but
not
and
coming
that can't be exactly right.
Bro, this is not a political debate. We don't
नहीं,
get
मैं बस
into
बोल
that.
रहा है कि Hammurabi था ना वो eye for an eye.
Yeah. The first code of Hammurabi. I was there. I
You
was
were there. He
3G.
remembers. Yeah.
Mrs. Hammurabi was my PE teacher.
You were there. There was no non-veg food, so you came back.
I was in Indus first 15 years. फिर मैं इराक चला गया. Mohenjo-daro. I said
बोला
good
यार
night.
हफ्ते यहाँ तो
Yeah.
हफ्ते में एक ही बार मिलता है यार चिकन ये क्या है?
I went
अभी
to
तक-
Euphrates.
Yeah.
Euphrates
He was
Tigris.
like goats have not even been domesticated. What the fuck am I doing here?
Then I married a goat, and today we
Yeah.
have 2 kids, and it's all good.
Greatest of all time.
But what, like, for you, is it, can you separate the art from the artist? Can you be like, Kanye is this, but can you still listen to his
We
music?
know when you have a normal discussion with people, you can say what you want, but on these public forums, when you're Kanye West, just
Yeah.
common sense. Bro, why you want to do that? It's such a touchy area. Arab-Israel politics, there's just no hope at the moment.
There's no
It
hope.
just never ends.
Yeah.
It's worse than Kashmir, if you ask me, in terms of what will the
Yeah.
repercussions.
Yeah.
So why get into that?
Who
Because you're a
will-
big name and you're going to
Yeah.
cause more trouble.
Yeah.
We all know there's brutality. There's no question there's brutality, but it's
Right.
not like the Israelis don't have a story.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
It's not a one-sided story.
That's
It
true.
can't be a one-sided. There's never like history is always like the more deep you get into it, the more you realize that there's never black and white,
Yeah.
right? Like it's
But the
always gonna be
machinery and like the torture that Israel is currently deployed is
See, but then
way
you're
more
taking things
brutal.
out of context. But you are right, but you're taking things out of context. That's
No,
okay.
my father lived in Israel, so I have like a deeper understanding of what happened there
Wow.
first person.
What
yeah.
a fucking alpha you
Yeah.
turned
Second
out.
person,
Sure.
So what do you
Yom
say?
Kippur War all over again. What? 6 days?
Yom Kippur War. I
Want to
love
show
that.
off your Israeli knowledge? Huh? Shalom, I say to you, young man.
I say,
And Enos.
I'll see you on Shabbat.
I want to find what Hebrew is
Okay,
for
chalo,
Enos.
speaking of Mazel Tov, it's AMA time.
Oh, well done, Aakash. You be Hoshiyar. There's only one unpad in this lot. This Jyotia from God knows where. I sell shoes in car. Follow me at Instagram and Twitter on Bored Brocha. I'm so bored, I need your help. I need your love. I need your touch. Okay, just follow me.
Okay, AMS time. AMS. Let us look at some AMS. We have several that have been starred on the side section. Karan M asks, comments on Shami and Afridi's bowling yesterday.
Wait. Vineet K says, Amit's in next ad. Cyrus and friends discuss sucking breasts and milking. That would be in that Amit voice.
Yeah.
Who can do it?
Yeah.
Can any of you do it? Navin, can you do it?
Cyrus and the gang discuss milking and sucking.
yeah. Not bad, Aakash.
He does it like last, like, milking and sucking.
That's almost, you give him a Japanese touch nowadays.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
sorry.
Cyrus San. Comments on Shami and Afridi's bowling yesterday. Also thoughts on West Indies and Sri Lanka losing their first match of T20 World Cup.
We already covered this.
No, Shami we didn't cover.
hey,
I've been screaming about Shami. I've been screaming that Shami should have been there, whether Bumrah was there or not.
Yeah,
I think we
100%.
discussed this.
100%.
All three forms I want Shami in. I
100%.
always want Shami in.
Yeah.
They gave him 1 over, the 20th over.
Fucking
The game was in the
destroyed it.
balance.
Yeah.
11
Yeah.
runs, 6
Yeah,
balls.
yeah.
Which you'd expect Australia on home term with 3 or 4 wickets in the bank
To
to score.
easily win, yeah.
They
Yeah.
all 4 got
Yeah.
out. It's ridiculous.
That's insane.
India, bhai.
I think it's match fixing.
I think we peaked.
Why
I think we
wouldn't you?
peaked too soon.
Why wouldn't you fix a warm-up match? There are no stakes. I feel
Yeah.
this is the match to do it.
Yeah.
No, there's stakes. Shami wants to be in the 11.
That's true.
But generally also I feel like if they were going to go with Bhuvneshwar and Arshdeep, it was a big problem because you saw how Bhuvneshwar was bowling here also.
Yeah.
He was not
No,
able
I
to
think
handle
Bhuvi
the
is first half bowler now. He's not
yeah,
second
yeah,
half
he's
bowler.
definitely power play bowler है वो अभी तो उसको तुम पर कितना देगा ना 4 तो नहीं देगा उसको up top.
Boss, there's no question of up top or not. I'm saying you have about 8-9 overs to play him. You have to decide that. You can bowl him 3 overs and not give him full quota. I don't care.
Yeah.
But because up top he will give you something.
Yeah.
He can swing the ball even in Australian conditions.
Just Navin like it's just like zoning like that music ना ऐसा करके उसका आंखें
Hello,
दूर जा रहा है.
I think
Smile, friend.
there's only one thought in Navin's head. It's in us. That's all. It's
ऐसा
going
नहीं है
to-
यार. He thinks about
Easy.
balls and all also.
Yeah.
Uh,
Shaft.
Agal ani Pachal.
Chanchal and Pachal.
Girish Patil asks, why do you think most of the comedians are not fit?
I thought he was going to say
You know
not
the
funny,
ones who
but
are
no.
fit aren't funny. So I think it's fine.
Exactly.
I really think it's fine.
Mentally unfit.
My favorite thing was last
Case
week
in
Aakash and
point.
I were both in Delhi and I opened for a show and Aakash goes up and like usually we ask like who has seen comedy before, who's seen like a full special or whatever, and one person says a comedian's name and Aakash like no, a real comedian.
No, I meant like a stand-up
A stand-up
comedian.
comedian.
Like,
Who?
Yes,
What's?
yes, yes.
Arey,
I'll give
come
you
We
on.
really want Israel and
Come on.
All I can tell you is
blow each other up.
I'll give you a hint. I'll
One
give you a
friggin'
hint.
guy.
You'll come
Yeah.
come to it on your own. Okay.
Yeah.
His name is one of the South Park characters. Ka name, 4 main characters.
all I'm saying is
Oh, come on.
I
And, you know,
get
they kill him every week, and and his fan base is 15-year-old girls in
but
top tops.
all I'm saying is
Ooh.
He figured it out. You can't.
I forgot it.
small
So why can't you say the name, na?
No, he'll tell you off camera. No.
I'll
yeah,
tell you.
because
Why,
the last
why,
because
why?
the comedians are as fickle as artists and I don't
Yeah.
want a defamation case against
No,
me.
but it's just a joke. If a
Uh,
comedian can't take a joke, who can take a joke?
No, they can't.
BJP.
Trust me. If anything I've learned in the last week after Punit's video,
BJP
it's
can
that
take a joke
comedians
and
can't
turn
take
it
a
around.
joke.
Wait, why? Oh, because you. Yeah.
Is it Munawar Faruqi?
No, then he would have obviously been loud and vocal.
You
about
think
it.
Munawar Farooqi is a character on South Park?
How dare you think? How dare you think that there's no Munawar on South Park?
Just asking.
How dare you?
अगर होता तो भी हर हफ्ते उसे नहीं मारते वो लोग.
Wait, let's keep guessing. Let's not end it so fast.
Oh shit!
Um,
You have never seen South Park. Just admit that.
seen
All
South
I'll
Park.
say is
The
I
once,
can't remember
Give me the
names.
4 main characters. No, this
Once-
Cartman, the
that
fat
guy,
one,
this guy, the other guy, and that girl.
the Stan. Then there's 2 more.
Okay. What about
I-
Mohammed Shami and movie? Huh? Gandu? Want to
What
have
about
ladai?
them?
Want to have
Secular
ladai?
India, one Muslim,
I'll
one
ladai with
Hindu,
you.
playing together.
but
There are no
just
Christian players
to,
right
once I had asked this comedian, ki, hey, you should
Bro,
come on my
naam dena.
podcast, Aakash Mehta and Friends. And he said to me, but it's Friends, right? So, yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious,
funny.
actually.
Yeah.
That's very
This
This
guy's
guy's
funny.
good.
funniest
We should
he's
have him on the
ever
show.
been.
Is he in South Park?
He's in South Bombay.
Okay.
What did
Hey,
you
I have a
have?
cousin in Green Park, but that's Delhi. Does that
Yeah.
help?
Oh, this is a great AMA, guys.
Okay.
Shavik asks, Cyrus, do you have an airport look?
I understand where he's coming from, especially when you're leaving the flight and you're exiting the flight to get
Yeah.
out of the airport.
Yeah.
Have you noticed how many people clean up?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
actually clean up.
fully.
With some women, I understand because their hair is a little bit of a mess and all that. But I see men going berserk here. They,
Brushing teeth,
brushing teeth,
armpits.
and they go inside the thing and wash their face thoroughly and come out. I don't know. Makes no
I mean,
sense.
if it's a long flight and you have like a
Oh,
business
who are you
meeting
meeting? Are you going to model?
No,
when you-
sometimes you have to like look, you have to go to a meeting directly or
Directly,
something.
yeah.
no?
But Aakash, look at your look. How fresh can you look?
No, I thought I have a very specific look, dude, at the airport.
Your look is like a grizzly bear on a plane.
No, I wear these pink shorts and then I wear a slightly different shade of pink color ka t-shirt. Then I wear my pink earphones. And I look like a diva.
Barbie
Like
airline,
I'm a...
Like a famous pinkish guy.
No, it's just like, it's pink is a non-threatening color.
You
So
think?
just wear something casual in
You
case
think you
the
look
flight gets
threatening if you
hijacked.
don't wear pink?
I can look threatening.
Hey, hey.
ऐसा मत बोला.
Hey, he's got a Shreyas, he's got a second outfit. It's orange. Okay, so don't mess. Yeah.
When I look threatening when I go to your dad's restaurant or your uncle's restaurant and then I take a spoonful of thecha and just eat it in front of them, making eye contact.
Balls, I heard he throws milk on the products. It's really upset.
Techa is amazing though. Oh,
Thecha is one of the best
Okay,
things ever.
I am missing Cyrus is currently wearing his airport look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But isn't like an airport look is supposed to be whatever's comfortable, right? Like, so here's another interesting thing, okay? I fly out mostly Saturday mornings, okay? And I come back on Monday.
He's got his own
mornings or
plane,
Sunday.
Shreyas. What are you doing with your career? यार आज घूमने फिरने के लिए जाते हैं बेंचो.
I just hitch a ride on Dhirubhai's planes. Any Ambani planes I see, I just go like, Sahib, thodu.
Still taking the train. I need to get on that
He
level.
thinks it's that easy to call up the Ambani family and get a ride on the plane. Hello.
No, I just know the pilot. So
Pilat.
that's the thing. Na. Either you know the rich guy or you know his driver.
Yeah.
The watchman.
Wait,
I
can
believe watchman is very powerful.
Can I do a quick Ambani story?
No.
There was an Ambani birthday party happening.
You want to take Panka with
recently.
Ambani, but you want to take Panka with some small comedian who might be in South Park.
And
But
because
with the
chances of running into a comedian are higher
I have
than
to ask
Ambani.
that comedian for a spot. I
No,
don't
not
have to
the
ask
same
Ambani
Dhirubhai
for
is
anything.
dead.
You want to take on Israel. You want to take on politics of the world. I mean, Putin, nothing for you.
But I think
Ambani.
Yeah,
But
we
I
are like
also
Priyanka Chopra only in that
Yeah,
sense.
yeah,
We're like,
come on.
I stand with the women
Why
of
can't I
Iran.
get the comic's name?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
cricketing
Priyanka will stand
terms.
with any woman that's not in India.
That's not in
In
India.
cricketing terms, you're giving me the 12th man, not your number 3 batsman. Give me your 12th man. Come on, give me the name. Yeah.
What was the name again?
What is it?
Huh?
What's the South Park name? Give us that.
No, I don't know. It's
Oh, okay,
his
it's
story.
Stan and
Yeah.
okay,
People
it's
have
not
guessed in
Stan.
the comments
What are
already.
the other
If
three
you
guys?
figure out how to read
okay,
them.
okay, let me see.
Yeah.
Tell me who's got it right.
I did not know about this podcast.
Hey,
watching-
Aakash, your knee is being saluted.
Yes,
don't know how.
thank you.
Oh.
It is. My knee was in frame for a second. No,
Oh,
they found
okay.
it rather sexy. I feel.
I can't believe this. I did not know about this podcast. Watching my solution team ease the pain of attending boring meetings in the morning. Sugata, I hope your company is doing well. She just switched off the meeting. Fuck this. What? What a horrible moment on a horrible show.
Let's
First,
quickly-
all he's contributed is anus, and now he blows his nose.
I'm welcoming Sugata.
I'm on the side of the South Park guy. Stan, whatever his name is.
Yeah, that's what standing is. Being a fan.
Naam to bol na.
I read the comments now. It's like
I'm handicapped here. They give me only comments from I
Akash ka
told
knee
you.
thing, but uske below the comments
So-
is that.
Okay,
Where? There's nothing.
it's too late. I'm gonna take another one.
Last one.
Cyrus, as a
Stop.
young guy who parties a lot, which we all know you are, how do you know if the binge drinking is just a part of partying or the guy has a real drinking problem? Asking for a friend.
This
Yeah,
this
so-
sounds like a drinking problem.
so
I
if
was
you
a
have
binge,
to
I was a
ask-
binge drinker. I never really liked alcohol. I'm not like Kunal likes alcohol. My wife likes alcohol. They can smell wines. They talk about it. They discuss it. I'm like a savage. There's a whole type of people like me.
Yeah,
right.
We just drink and we get drunk and boisterous and then aggressive and horny.
Yeah.
And that all that.
Yeah, it's
And
not a
fighting
fun-
and all this shit happens.
I
So
feel you.
Just
Like,
are you like that?
yeah,
Were you
because
like
when I realized that, because I thought I have alcoholics in the family, but when we were doing Aakash and Friends and you were talking about alcoholism back then,
Yeah.
I was just sitting and listening to that conversation and going, fuck, oh fuck, I see this happening to me if I don't
Because you don't
rein
like
in
it.
quickly.
You don't like the product, so why are you doing it? You're doing it from the social point of view, and because
Yeah.
you're enjoying the whole socialization that comes with it,
yeah.
and it's just about getting drunk because it just gives you a feeling of being power. It
Yeah.
empowers you.
Yeah, and for me, it's like the anxiety voice goes away, right?
Correct.
When you're a little drunk.
So let's all have a drink, yaar.
Chai mangao. But yeah, if you have a friend who drinks a lot, like, does this happen to you? Did you black out when you were too drunk?
Boss, I've been in jail 4 times.
Yeah.
I'm a
And
blackout.
blacked out.
Wait,
Yeah.
actually,
I've done things where we have the religious idol we have urinated on without knowing it was there. I won't take names. And then
Please
the guy,
don't.
I mean, I'm trying to write down all the stories. I've had so many. I can't tell you what all of we've done. I mean, the least of them are getting into fights and chasing women and all that, and you're calling somebody else's wife up, and sometimes they would respond. You know how bad that is on Kunal's phone. Ask
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
He has to explain everything's on his phone. He's the bakra in the middle.
Oh my god.
Because then she calls back.
were you 17? How old were you? when
No, I
this-
was married
You're married
with one kid at least.
Oh, amazing.
but the
But
second one I
So
stopped.
yeah, I mean, if this is anything to go by, switch to non-alcoholic beer.
No, I'm saying
It's
just get it
also-
out of your system.
Just
and
drink
it's a
it's a lot
milk.
of-
Drink milk. I've heard
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the
So
healthy
it goes
thing.
away. Yeah. No, I've heard a lot of like these peer pressure stories, right? Where people
Right.
are like, "Ki, yo, you'll be cool if you drink with us." Like, that's how,
it's that also.
yeah, for me, that's how it started because I was directly in degree college from second year.
I heard you were straight.
Yeah, I was
peer
straight
pressure.
before that. Peer pressure and beer pressure and rear pressure. You know, all of this at the same time.
I bow to you, sir.
Harder.
Facing the other way.
No, but my friends who were like the drinking gang, and I had a good group of friends who were just like chill, who would like, you know, listen to music and vibe. And I should have stuck on with them. But like, I went with the boozing gang because they're like, oh, we're going to bunk 2 lectures. This guy's house is empty. Everybody put 200 rupees. We're going to buy after dark whiskey. That's how we used to drink.
There's another thing which you're not mentioning, but you're saying it in a way, is that you're a bit of an adrenaline junkie.
Yeah.
So some of us are like that.
The acceptance of it all, right?
If you're the calmer personality, is actually luckier and all this.
Yeah.
We just get into the whole thing and
you
get
need
hyper
like an
and-
outlet, man. Like
Outlet.
it's like if I in the lockdown when there were no
I
gigs
blame-
to do, I
yeah.
would fucking drink like fucking 5 nights a week,
Yeah.
6 nights a week because there was nothing to
I also blame the
Yeah.
girls. I didn't get enough attention from them. Then I would have just paid more attention to the
I
girls.
also had a
and not drunk
full
so much.
stoner junkie moment, and this is in the past, so I can say.
The moment I said girls, he turned off. Huh? This guy's got such an attitude.
Yeah, you were bowing down. What happened?
I got up again.
So I remember
I rose.
during the pandemic 420, which was April 20th,
हाँ.
2020.
तेरा joke हो गया?
No. So like there was no way to score anything, right? So so I had
Ooh.
literally scrounged my drawer. Like from 2 years of sitting on that desk, I had worked so much on it and so much of it was cleaned. Like I was scrounging the drawer, like, you know, cat hair, whatever, you know, spider, everything I'm
Yeah.
collecting. And at that point I had a moment. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like,
Yeah.
how is this a behavior that's okay? And from then I curtailed
But
for
did
me-
you smoke that?
I did smoke that.
Yeah,
of course.
okay.
For me,
Crazy.
there
I was
was
scrounging it for 2 hours.
इसका एक moment हुआ था मेरी life में when I was in some green room and there was this one comedian who was like stoned out of his mind.
Is he from South Park?
He ran out of he ran out of stash and then he started picking his nails, dude, for
Oh shit!
stash.
I know who
No.
this is. I know who this is.
And when I saw that, now I was like, ये तो नहीं बन सकता मैं, bro, life
Yeah.
में.
But
Like, ये
today,
कभी नहीं
Puneet
होएगा
is a
मेरे
changed
साथ.
guy. It's
Now
never gonna happen
he's
again.
a spiritual guru.
He's
Yeah.
a great man.
Now he
It's-
wears
it's
happy shirts.
Puneet.
Of course.
No,
Of course it's Puneet.
How
Of
can you
course.
doubt it? Puneet's in South Park.
Of course.
Okay.
That's enough for today, guys.
That's enough. We have
If
to stop.
Puneet
We have
got
to stop.
higher and
No,
he
bro, we have
spoke
to stop.
slower, it would be even more difficult.
Navin, we've got to stop. I have to judge a Miss India contest. Your nightmare.
It's 11:04 and you have been listening to Cyrus Says.
We have love from Nepal, guys.
Yeah. I got a lot of Nepal fans.
Don't
How's it
drink
going, my
milk.
friends?
Don't drink alcohol.
I
Don't
got-
be
In
anti-Semitic.
Kathmandu airport, one guy stopped me and said, "Show me the bag." So I also have like some contact.
You
Yeah.
have? You
Or
do?
as BTS fans do.
Yeah.
So say
Chalo.
bye, guys. Can we get on with it?
Bye.
Sabko do peg.
काट दो जल्दी. Jinx, काट.
Okay, catch us on any of the podcasting apps. Please, we beg you, we need you. Send us your questions on Twitter, on Cyrus Says In, or you can email us, even if you're not female, on whatcyrussays@gmail.com.